it's me, Christy, or Miss Bikini Buns. It is June 28th, 2026. It is 5:28. See, I can't even see. 5:28 in the afternoon. And I'm here to give you my weight loss update for week 52. So I just finished week 52 today on a GLP-1 medication. Now, this is not my whole weight loss journey because I have started on October 7th, 2024. So it's actually, I'm just finishing up my 89th or 88th week of being on a weight loss journey, but 52 weeks of being on a GLP-1 medication. So how did I do? Wouldn't you like to know? So this week, no major challenges. Everything was okay. You know, I am on summer break, so not a lot of stress as far as work and stuff. Did manage to do all my strength training, do all my cardio, which I did 7 sessions. I did 7 sessions this week, last week. Let's see. And meal plan was pretty much on point. Yeah, it was on point. Maybe I could have ate a little bit more on some days, but no binges, no eating Ritz crackers, no eating out of the plan or out of my macros. So that was good. So how did I do? I don't know. How did I do? Let's see. So on June 21st, I was 150 pounds even. Okay. June 22nd, 149 pounds. So I lost 1 pound. I was so happy. And then June 23rd, 148 point, what is that? A 6? Yeah, a 6. June 25th, I don't know. Okay. So June 25th, I have 2 scales. And I do weigh on 2 scales because like I bought it, I'm going to use it. So like I told you before, I bought I have a Hume body pod, which measures, you hold the handle and it also sends electrical through the handle and your feet. And it gives you like your body composition. It gives you like your lean mass, your body fat percentage, how much water you have, you know, things like that. So those kinds of metrics. So I have that one, and then I have my other one, which is the Withings, and it is it just shoots up through your feet, and it only pretty much it does take, you know, the body fat percentage and the lean muscle stuff, but honestly the sensors only can go up to a certain point in your body, so it doesn't give you the full picture. But because I have 2 scales, I'm going to use those 2 scales. So, okay, so on Wednesday, Hume Body Pod scale told me I was 144.4 pounds. Oh, I was so happy. Okay, jumped on the other scale because I want to know how, like, you know, close they are together. 147.8 pounds. I went, oh, I'm going to believe the Withings one because, you know, the previous day I was 148.2 pounds and I didn't do some shockingly big thing to get down to 144.4 pounds. But I was so happy. Let me tell you, I was so happy. And I was right because on June 26th, I was 147.2 pounds on the Hume Body scale. And on the Withings scale, I was 147.6 pounds. So the other scale kept me grounded. So yeah. And then on June 27th, I was 147.9 pounds. And then today, on Sunday, June 28th, 147.3 pounds. So I lost 2.7 pounds this week. So I'm out of the 50s. I'm in the 40s. I'm so happy. So, yeah. So, it kind of took me back because I remember when I probably told this story, but I'll tell it again. I was 150 pounds. Maybe this was in 94, maybe 95. And I went to Jenny Craig. Took the bus and went to Jenny Craig in Hillsboro, Oregon, because they had a little Jenny Craig Center over there. And walked in, I was 150 pounds. And my goal weight was 120 pounds. So all I had to do was lose 30 pounds. Well, I didn't because it was hard back then. They don't have the resources that they have now to know what you're doing. And the food was also very expensive for a college student. So I only could be on it for a little while and then I got off. But I remember being 150 pounds, and now I am 147.3 pounds, and it's like, 29, I don't know, what is that now? 31 years later? Oh my God. It's 31 years later, and finally went below 150 pounds. And, at one time, when I was 287.7 or even 260, I was like, well, I would just love being 150 pounds, and maybe that will be my my goal weight. That'd be a good weight to be. But honestly, like looking at myself and how I'm feeling about myself, I don't think 150 pounds is for me. I think going lower is... Going to 120 is a good spot for me. Being 5'2", the less weight on my joints and stuff, the better. And I want to be stronger. And I'm so happy now. I don't even have knee pain anymore. Which reminds me of today. I had my last posing session because I bought this package to use the posing room at my gym. And today was my 6th session to use the posing room. And you have to go up this flight of stairs. And in the past, I would have to do my step together step thing to go up and down. And if you are a bit chubby and fat, you know what I'm talking about? The step together step, step together step, or step together step, step together step to go down the up and down the stairs because your knees hurt. I actually went really fast up and down the stairs, alternating. I was like, oh my goodness, look at me going down the stairs fast without going, oh my God, my quadricep and my knee hurts. So little things like that tells me that how far I've come. But yeah, so I lost 2.7 pounds. I'm now in the 40s, and we'll see where the end of week 53 will take me. That will be July 5th. Last year, July 1st, 2025 was my first GLP-1 shot with tirzepatide, and it was also a Wednesday. I think it was a Wednesday. I think I remember getting it in the mail, and I was like, I'm gonna take it now. I want to take it now. But I slowly moved it to first it was a Sunday, and then now I do it Saturday, my shot day. But yeah, it was one of the best tools to for my health. I mean, people may call it cheating, but I don't, because like I've heard in other people's YouTube channels and what they say, it's like, if you have asthma, would you tell a person who has asthma to breathe harder and to breathe better? Would you tell a person with diabetes to make more or less or whatever insulin? No, these kinds of conditions need medication, and obesity which is what I have, needs some sort of treatment, and the GLP-1 medications finally address it. Yes, they do have side effects, but they are manageable side effects. And as your body gets used to the medication, the side effects dissipate. I was watching a person I follow on Instagram, and he was sharing a story where how he went to the hospital, and he was saying his stomach was so sore, and like he felt, he was at a restaurant with his friends, and celebrating stuff, and then he went to the bathroom, and then his stomach was so sore to the point where we dropped to his knees, and then eventually he went to the hospital. Well, come to find out, he shared that he was on 2 weeks of being on tirzepatide, and he drank a lot of alcohol. You cannot do that when you are on a GLP-1 type of medication. Yes, you may drink alcohol, I think, in moderation, but because it's affecting your gastrointestinal area, it's not wise, because to process that and stuff, it's slower. It slows things down in there. So you have to take also some measures to kind of not induce your own side effects. Yes, you will have side effects, probably. Maybe you won't, which is good. But, for me, I had fatigue. And you just got to know when to, if you know you have fatigue, then take your shot, like, maybe like early evening, so you can sleep it off. Or take it on your Friday night, so you have Saturday, Sunday to recover. If you have constipation, I heard taking magnesium might help. There's other kind of things out there that can help you with your constipation. You might have diarrhea, same things. There are other things, but that is the reason why you titrate the way you do, because the side effects might be there, and it might go full force on you, but it's just to help manage the side effects and to get your body used to it. So, but honestly, I would rather deal with those side effects and come out being healthier, because for me, I don't have any side effects anymore. Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. And then, like, I used to have burp a lot, because you might get sulfur burps, but mine wasn't really sulfur burps, but I just was like gassy. And then I also had the skin sensitivity thing, but I hardly have that now. But another side effect too that I still have is being cold. And I don't know, that could be possible because I don't have a lot of insulation anymore as much as I used to. But anyway, so I don't know, where am I going with this? I have no freaking clue. So yeah, that is my weekly update. Lost 2.7 pounds. Just going and trying to been dealing with my stress. I talk about it in my daily vlog or my weekly vlog or whatever vlog that I have, because I'm not really doing daily vlogs anymore. I have been going out to the pool. As you can see, I'm a little bit darker. And I've been just enjoying my time there. And yeah, all I do is sit and bake, but I like it. I get to see the kids play. I'm out in the sunshine. I'm not just stuck in the house. And yeah, so hopefully I can continue my progress, but knowing me, I'll probably lose 0.5 pounds next week, but we'll just kind of keep going and doing what we got to do, and just keep going, and eventually we'll get there. And I want to say, I think I'm finishing week 89, or I don't know what, maybe, let's just say I'm on week 89. It's okay to compare yourself to others as just a measure of, oh, okay, that's a possibility. But don't let it get to you where it consumes yourself and then you think you're a failure because you're not measuring up to that whoever you're comparing yourself to. Don't measure your week 6 to my week 89. Because like I said, this is 89 weeks. And this is like another person's 143 weeks, or even 200 something weeks, So they put in time too, and you're going to put in your time too. I'm putting in my time too. So don't expect results at where you are to be where someone else is. And that's something I have to remind myself too. Going to the bodybuilding show last night, it was like, wow, look at all these, all these women and, the condition of their body. But, that is their journey. They have their own genetics. They have their own journey and personal things going on. Just like I have my personal journey, my health conditions, my own genetics. So I'm not going to really look like them. I'm going to look like me. So I have to tell myself that and not get too caught up in the comparison game, because that is the killer of joy. Comparison is the killer of joy. That's what I've heard, and it is true. I mean, it's okay to compare and go, okay, that's a good goal to progress to, but don't make it like the be all end all. And if I don't get it, I'm a failure. You're not a failure. I'm not a failure. As long as you're doing little by little, you're trying to get 1% better every day. That's all you can do. Even if you're watching this and you just started your weight loss journey, whether it's on a GLP-1 medication or not, just do what you can with what you have. If, let's say you did start your GLP-1 medication, don't think you have to exercise. Get your meal, get your food choices correct, get your water in, get all these things all perfect. No, if you are starting your GLP-1 medication, the thing that I must insist you do is take your medication or take the shot. That is something you can do, that you should do. And then the other stuff, like your water, you can work on it. Your food choices, the medication will help you, block out the food noise, reduce your inflammation wherever it is in your body, because I think really, now that I think about it, I think it really took a lot of inflammation out of my knees. And if you can't exercise because of the weight you're at, it's fine. Just do what you can with what you have. Like I was recalling when I first started in October of 2024, and I was like, yes, I'm going to go on the elliptical because I'm going to go to the complex's gym, which that one was open 24 hours. So I went before work, like at 4 a.m, and I'm going to go on the elliptical machine, and I only could do 5 minutes. And the 5 minutes was bargaining each minute. Okay, you did 1 minute. Can you do one more? Okay, can you do one more? And so gradually it built up to, 10 minutes. Gradually it built up to 20 minutes. And then 30, and then on and on. Now I'm doing it at 65, and I don't like cardio, but it's not as hard as it was in the beginning. So just do what you can with what you have. You don't have to do all the things all at once. But if you do start a GLP-1 medication, please take the shot. If you have, an injectable weekly medication, if you're on the pill, the Wegovy pill, or the Fundero pill, take your pills. But the GLP-1 medication works. You just have to hang in there and let it take time to work. There's some people who are super responders and it'll work as soon as they get it. There's some they have to wait until the maximum dosage for like tirzepatide. It's 15 milligrams, and then finally they started losing weight, and that's what, maybe 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 6 months, and that's okay. Just take the shot. It will help you. But I recommend taking tirzepatide. It'll change your life. So I will see you later, because Harley and Miko want to go outside because I have to shut the door. But please come back next week and see how I do in week 53. Following this is my weekly injection for week 53, and also my check-in pictures, so you can check that out if you want. So I'll see you later. Bye. Bunnies, it's me, Christy, or Miss Bikini Buns. It is Saturday, June 27th. It is 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm up this early because I got things to do today that I'll share later. This is, why am I never prepared? I am recording and showing you my week 53 injection, and here is my 65 units of retatrutide. It is a peptide that I am currently taking on my as a tool to lose weight and get healthier. So this is my 65 units of the retatrutide, and I'm going to stand up now so you can see my poo belly. So I'm going to step back a little bit. Here's my alcohol wipe. I'm going to do this side today. We're kind of running late, but that's okay. And then trying to find some subcutaneous fat. Here, can you see? And poking it in. Okay, is it in? I don't know. There, now it's in. Okay, and pressing. Yeah, and all done. Yeah, so capping. Wipe again. Okay, so I'm on my way to do cardio, as you can tell by my outfit. I have things to do today. I'll share with you later. It's nothing bad, but had to start early. So yeah. So I hope you have a great day, and stick around for my check-in pictures. And come back next week and to see what is the result of week 53. Yeah, it's week 53 for this weekly injection. So I will be summarizing my week 52, which you already saw. Okay, so I'll see you later. Bye.